So again, make your way onto mountain pose, Tadasana. Bring the feet hips width distance apart. Let your hands rest down by the hips. And take a moment, take a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, gently release that breath away and shut down the eyes, closing down the gaze. We're gonna start off our practice with the eyes closed today, just to kind of help to calm and quiet that mind. Start to let go of any fears or worries that you may have, choosing not to focus on anything too serious here at the beginning of our practice. Allow yourself this time to connect to the rhythm of your breath, breathing in deeply to draw that air in through the nostrils, filling up the lungs, and exhale, gently releasing that breath out through the nostrils as well. Breathe in and breathe out. If you would like to, as you continue to connect to your breath here, breathe in. I want you to think about finding that lift in the spinal column. Think about breathing in some love and light. And as you exhale, think about letting yourself relax and soften, letting go of some tension, maybe letting go of some negative energy as well. So again, breathing in, that lift, that light. Exhale, breathing out, that negativity, that worry. And just allow your eyes to just gently rest here. Maybe take notice of the sounds of the room around you, of any scents that you may smell. Just finding this time, again, to connect to your breath, connect to your mat. Beautiful job, everyone. And then go ahead and start to set an intention or a goal that you would like to accomplish with your practice today. Now that intention can be something as simple as maintaining a steady breath as we find some movement in our body, as we flow through our practice. Maybe you're looking to be a little bit more mindful today with your practice, or maybe you're simply looking to just find some peace, to let it go, have some fun. Whatever it may be, use this time to really focus your energy on that goal or that intention. Continue to maintain that steady breath. We're going to add a little bit more movement next, building up into our pranayama practice. Once you finish out that last exhale, on your next inhale, open up the eyes and let's sweep the fingertips up overhead. Bring the palms of the hands to touch. Exhale, sweep the fingertips away. Bring the palms of the hands to touch at the base of the hips now. Inhale, sweep the fingertips back up. And exhale, release. If you'd like to, start to add a little movement through the neck. Inhale, lift the chin away from the chest, gaze up towards the sky. Exhale, chin towards the chest, gaze down towards the mat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. 3 more times. Just moving with that rhythm, that pace of your breath. As you take that third exhale, on your next inhale, we'll sweep the fingertips back up towards the sky. Take your first steeple grip here. Interlace the lower 3 fingers, reach the index fingers towards the ceiling. Draw the biceps back by the ears. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, gently fold over towards the left side of the room. Keeping shoulders and hips square to the front. You can lift that chin away from the chest. Feel that side body stretch out across the right side of your body. On that next inhale, we lift to the center. Exhale over to the opposite side. Let's inhale to the center, and then exhale, release that steeple grip, swan dive down into your first forward fold. Let all 10 fingers rest in front of the toes, take a deep bend in the knees to let the belly rest on the thighs. Instead of letting those shoulders ragdoll here, I want you to think about keeping the shoulders drawn gently away from the front side of the body. Let the crown of the head reach towards the earth, and just use this as a chance to ease some tension out of your low back. Let yourself continue to maintain that steady breath. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful job. Let's add a little bind to our first forward fold here. Whenever you're ready, go ahead, take a deep bend in the knees. Really let the chest rest on the thighs. Bring your forearms to wrap around the backside of your calves. Think about gently tucking tucking the chin in towards the chest. And as you take that next breath in, lift the hips slightly up towards the sky. Make sure the belly maintains contact to the thighs as you add this little bind in. Beautiful job. Breathe in through the nose, lift the hips a little higher. Exhale, maybe release some tension out. One more time, inhale, lift the hips as high as you would like to. Exhale, release that bind, all 10 fingertips come in front of the toes. Inhale, find your first halfway lift with the palms of the hands resting on the shins, creating a strong flat back. The crown of the head reaches to the front, your hips press to the back. Another breath in, and then we exhale, release the fingertips, plant all 10 fingertips into the mat. Step your right foot back, and then step your left foot back, moving into our first high plank. So with your planks today, think about stacking the shoulders over the wrists. If you would like to, you can release the knees down towards the mat to maintain your spinal alignment here, or you can keep the toes rooted into the mat. Think about lifting that navel up towards your spinal column. You're creating one long line from the crown of the head all the way to the heels. Make those nice steady breaths. We're engaging through the core, warming it up. And on that next inhale, lean your plank slightly forward. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down onto the mat. Plank the tops of the feet into the earth. Keep the palms of the hands underneath the shoulder blades. Bring your chin to rest at the center of the mat. Gently rotate the shoulders down the length of the spine. Take a deep breath in through the nose to gently lift the head and heart off of the mat. Your gaze is to the front side of the room. The chin is parallel to the earth, and if you would like to, hover the fingertips slightly off of the mat here. Continue to breathe in your baby cobra, and as you exhale, release everything down to the mat. Let one cheek rest. We're gently opening up through that low back here, working into some heart openers. When you're ready, keep the tops of the feet rooted. Bring your chin to the center of the mat, palms of the hands underneath the shoulders. Rotate shoulders down the length of the spine and keeping the fingertips gripped into the mat. Inhale, gently lift the head and heart off of the mat until the elbows are bent 90 degrees, coming into strong cobra. Let your energy pour forth from your heart. Your eyes are to the front side of the room. Feel the back side of the arms, the triceps light up. And exhale, release down to the mat, opposite cheek to rest. Awesome job. We're gonna move into full cobra or up dog next, your choice. Whenever you're ready, bring the chin back to the center of the mat. Keep the tops of the feet rooted into the mat. Rotate shoulders down the length of the spine. Hug the elbows along the sides of the ribs. Chin rests at the center of your mat. Take a deep breath in to slowly lift the head and heart and the belly off of the mat, all the way until the elbows are almost fully extended. Keep a slight bend in the elbows here. Your gaze is to the front side of the room. This is your cobra. To turn this into up dog, take a moment. Breathe in to lift the thighs to hover half an inch off of the mat. From here, plant your toes in towards the mat. Inhale, we lift the hips up towards the sky. Exhale, release the heels towards the earth. And then pedal out the legs in your first down dog, bending one knee and then the other, alternating through this little tension release out of the hamstrings. Now with down dog, make sure you're gripping the mat with all 10 fingers. The hips are lifted up towards the sky. Your heart is drawn towards the back side of the room and the crown of the head reaches towards the earth. Whenever you're ready, come into your steady center down dog, creating that inverted V shape with the body. If the hamstrings are still tight, you can take a bend in the knees to maintain that alignment through the spinal column instead. Remember to maintain that nice steady breath even here. Beautiful work, everyone. Whenever you're ready, on your next inhale, begin to gently lift that left leg up towards the sky, moving into our first three-legged dog. The right or left toes are pointed down towards the earth. Your eyes are down towards the mat, just to maintain that neutral alignment in the neck. Breathe in through the nose, and when you're ready, exhale, release that left leg down to the mat. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky. Keep the right thigh pointed down towards the mat. Right toes are curled in towards that shin. Steady breaths. When you're ready, exhale, release into down dog. From here, inhale, walk, step, or float the feet up to meet the hands. Forward fold. Beautiful. If you'd like to, you can reach for opposite elbows. Let yourself gently sway to the left and sway to the right. Try to maintain that connection of the belly to the thigh though. Whenever you're ready, return to that center forward fold. Exhale, release the fingertips in front of all 10 toes. Inhale, take that halfway lift, creating that strong flat back. Exhale, release the fingertips down to the mat, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive, sweep the fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands heart center, hinge through the hips, bend the knees, moving into your first chair. So the feet are hip width distance apart. Shift the weight slightly in towards the heels and the hips. You should be able to lift all 10 toes as a balance check. Your eyes are gently down towards the mat. Set the toes back into the earth. Keep the thumbs in front of the sternum, hands at heart center. Breathe in to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, lower the seat another inch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to lower. One more deep breath cycle here. And on that next inhale, we rise back up to stand. Find your Tadasana, mountain pose. From here, start to shift your weight over to that standing left leg. I will mirror you guys here. On your next breath in, we slowly lift the right leg off of the mat, bending the right knee 90 degrees. Moving into our first stork. Keep the right toes flexed. Your eyes are to the front side of the room. When you are ready, begin to draw that right knee over towards the right side of the room. Inhale, bring the right knee back into the center. Exhale, open the right knee over towards the side of the room. 2 more times, just like that, gently opening up through the hips. One last time, and from here, place your right palm of the foot down on that lower calf for our first tree. Now that palm of the foot can either stay here on the lower calf, it can come down onto a kickstand on the mat, or you can bring that palm of the foot up onto the inner thigh. Your hands at heart center. Focus your gaze on something still and unmoving, and just let yourself breathe. Finding that balance here in our tree. Whenever you're ready, gently release that right palm of the foot off of that standing left leg. Inhale, bring that right knee back into the center of the body. Exhale, set that palm of the foot down on towards the mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, hinge through the hips, bending through the knees, chair. Awesome job. And again, same thing here. The upper body's inclined 45 degrees. The weight is in towards the heels. The hips are hinged. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale to lower the seat. Inhale to lengthen through the spine. Exhale, lower the seat. One more breath cycle, and then we're taking tree to the other side. Inhale, slowly come back up to stand in Tadasana. Shift your weight over to that standing left or right foot this time. Inhale, we lift left leg 90 degrees off of the mat. Left toes are gently curled in towards the shin, and check in with your hip alignment here. Make sure this left hip isn't higher than the right. The hip bones are parallel to each other. Breathe in through the nose, and then again, we're drawing that left knee over towards the side of the room, and then we close it back into the center. We open to the side, moving with your breath, draw it to the midline. 2 more times. Challenging that balance in a little bit of a different way here. And on that next cycle, go ahead and draw that left knee to the left side of the room. Bring that left palm of the foot onto that standing right calf, or down onto the ankle for a kickstand, or up onto that inner thigh. Just finding what feels good in your body, in your practice today. You can keep the gaze drawn to the front side of the room. Keep the hands at heart center. And breathe. Take one more breath cycle here. And when you're ready, gently release that left palm of the foot off of that standing right leg. Inhale, we bring that left knee to the midline. Exhale, set that palm of the foot down on towards the mat. Make sure both feet are hip width apart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, hinge through the hips one more time. Finding chair. If you would like to this time, you can even inhale. Sweep the fingertips up towards the sky, keeping the biceps in line with the ears. Try not to overarch through this low back. Instead, use your core strength to maintain your balance. Breathe in to lengthen. Exhale to lower the seat. Inhale to lengthen. Last exhale to lower the seat and then release into your forward fold. Beautiful work, everyone. Let yourself plant all 10 fingertips in towards the mat. Let's take a half series here. Deep breath in through the nose to either walk, step, or flip the feet away. High plank, or you can take that plank variation with the knees on the mat. Inhale, lean your plank slightly forward. Exhale, low plank, bending the elbows 90 degrees. Inhale for up dog or cobra. And exhale, down dog. We're gonna take another half series here, another vinyasa. So when you're ready, inhale, find high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Awesome job. Feel free to pedal out the legs in your down dog. Or if you'd like to, you can just work to maintain the center, steady down dog. You lift the hips a little higher. Maybe release the heels a little closer to the earth. Keep the shoulders drawn away from the ears. And make sure you're gripping the mat with all 10 fingers so that way you're not dumping your weight into the wrists, okay? Let the fingertips and the balls of the feet support your weight instead. One more deep breath in through the nose. And when you're ready, exhale, release the knees to the width of your mat. Bring big toes to touch and press the hips back towards the heels for a wide stance child's pose. Allow the forehead to rest on the mat. Have a slight bend in the elbows so that way you can really let the shoulders soften down away from the ears. Awesome work so far, guys. Just allow yourself this time to breathe, to enjoy your child's pose, and just to gently open up through the hips. The belly is resting in between the thighs. Maybe take a moment to check back in with your intention or goal. Whenever you're ready, inhale. Let's lift the hips off of the heels, moving into our first tabletop position. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. Knees are underneath the hips. You can either keep the tops of the feet planted into the mat, or you can touch the toes. As you breathe in, you're going to lift through the head and heart, sinking the belly, finding cow. Exhale, round out through the spine, press into the shoulders, chin to chest for cat. Inhale to find cow. Exhale to find your cat. One more time, inhale for cow. And exhale for cat. Then let's come into our neutral tabletop position. Let's move into some spinal balances. As you breathe in, lift the right arm in line with right ear. Your eyes are still down towards the mat. Then we extend that back left foot to the back edge of your mat. Inhale, lift that left leg in line with left hip. Beautiful job. Think about lifting that navel up towards the spinal column to really use your core to maintain your balance today. Take another deep breath in through the nose, and then we exhale, set everything back down into your tabletop position. Inhale, lift the left arm in line with left ear. Exhale, extend the right toes to the back edge of the mat. Inhale, lift that right leg in line with right hip. With every inhale, you're growing an inch longer. Exhale, maintain that balance. One more time, inhale, lengthen, and exhale, tabletop position. Grip the mat with all 10 fingers, plant the toes in towards the earth. Inhale, we lift the hips. Exhale, release the heels, down dog. On your next inhale, we'll begin to lift that left leg up towards the sky. Again, three-legged dog. Keep the left toes curled in towards the shin. As you exhale, draw left knee in towards the nose for a little core work. Inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Exhale, left knee to the nose. One more time, inhale, lift the left leg to three-legged dog. Exhale, bring left foot all the way through in between both palms of the hands, runner's lunge. Your back right heel is lifted off the mat. The front left knee is bent 90 degrees. And you can always narrow this stance if you prefer. From here, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, set that back right knee on the mat. Plant the top of the right foot in towards the mat. Inhale, use your core strength to lift into a low lunge. Your left knee is stacked directly over left ankle. Shoulders and hips are square to the front. Lift fingertips to the sky. Breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Take another breath in, and this time release your right arm to the front. Exhale, your left hand comes towards the back side of the room. Both arms are in line with the shoulders. Adding a little twist here. Your eyes are directly over to the left side of the room. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, release this right hand down to the inside of that left foot onto the mat. Left fingertips lift up towards the sky for a revolve low lunge. Beautiful work. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, release that left hand to frame that front left foot once again. Draw your eyes to the front side of the room. Plant your right toes in towards the mat. Inhale, lift that right knee off of the earth. From this runner's lunge, gather up that core strength. Inhale, lift up into your crescent lunge now. Same thing here. The left knee is bent 90 degrees. Back right heel is lifted. Your shoulders and hips are square to the front side of the room. Use your core instead of arching through that low back, okay? Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, maybe lower the hips for a little more of a challenge. Inhale to lengthen. This time, exhale, release right hand to the front, left hand behind, twisting over towards the left. Spread those fingertips out nice and wide, in line with the shoulders. Breathe in, and as you exhale, release right hand to the inside of that left foot, down onto the mat. Left fingertips lift up towards the sky. Awesome work, guys. Enjoy this heart opener. Think about keeping the arms in line with the shoulders. Feel all of your energy go over to the left side of the room. Whenever you're ready, exhale, release that left hand to once again frame that front left foot. Plant all 10 fingertips in the palms of the hands into the mat. A little core challenge here. Inhale, slowly lift that left leg up towards the sky for three-legged dog. And then from here, we're bending the left foot over towards that right hip. Lift that left knee up towards the sky for a hip splay. We're opening up through that left hip here. Your eyes are peeking out underneath this left shoulder. Maybe shift the weight a little bit more over to the right side of the body to lift that left knee a little higher. And then when you're ready, gently exhale, release into three-legged dog all the way into down dog. Inhale, find your high plank for that plank variation with the knees on the mat. Lean it forward. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it out through the nose. One more time. And as you exhale, release the knees again down to the mat, to the width of your mat. Big toes to touch, hips press to the heels, belly in between the thighs. Child's pose. And just let yourself breathe here. If you find any tension at all has started to build up in the wrists, flip the palms of the hands up towards the sky to get a little stretch to the wrists. Or if your shoulders are tight, you can sweep the hands towards the heels and just let the forehead rest on the mat. Allow yourself this time to just enjoy your child's pose. Soften that tension out of the shoulders. Try not to round out too much to that low back. Let the hips rest on the heels. And find what brings you to your mat today. Connect to that intention. Connect to your breath. Whenever you're ready from here, let's all come back into child's pose. As you inhale, lift the hips off of the heels. Tabletop position, adjust the knees to come underneath the hips. Shoulders are stacked over the wrists. Inhale, we lift through the head and heart sinking through the belly, finding cow. Exhale, round out through the spine, chin to chest, perfect through the shoulders for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. One more time. Inhale for cow. And exhale for your cat. And then come into your neutral tabletop position. Let's go through those spinal balances again. Your eyes are gently down towards the mat. Inhale, left arm comes in line with left shoulder. Exhale, right leg extends to the back side of the mat. Inhale, lift that right leg off the mat. Beautiful job. Inhale, grow an inch longer. Exhale, maintain your balance. One more breath in. Exhale, tabletop position. Inhale, lift the right arm in line with right ear. Exhale, extend the left leg to the back edge of your mat. Inhale, lift that left leg in line with left hip. Beautiful job. Try not to open this left thigh over towards the side of the room. Keep that left thigh pointed down towards the earth. Use your core here. You got this. On that next exhale, release into your tabletop position. And then toes point in towards the mat. Inhale, we lift the hips. Exhale, release the heels. From here, inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky for three-legged dog. Same thing here, a little forward. Exhale, draw right knee in towards the nose. Inhale, we lift right leg to the sky. Exhale, right knee to the nose. Inhale to lift. This time, exhale, right knee all the way in between both palms of the hands, runner's lunge. Your right knee is bent directly over right ankle. If you would like to adjust that stance and scoot that back left heel up a little higher, you're welcome to. From here, exhale, release left knee to the mat, and the top of the left foot into the mat as well. As you inhale, gather up that core strength, lifting the upper body parallel to the front side of the room. Biceps by the ears. And just let yourself breathe. Find your strength, your balance, and your low lunge today. Breathing in through the nose. And as you exhale, release that left hand in front of you. Right hand twists behind you. Open the arms in line with the shoulders. Your eyes are over towards the right side of the room. Continue to breathe. And then from here, as you exhale, left hand comes to the inside of that right foot onto the mat. Right fingertips lift up towards the ceiling. Beautiful job. Make sure right knee stays bent 90 degrees, and then exhale, right knee comes down to frame that front right foot. Give a little lift, your fingertips plant your left toes in towards the mat. Inhale, lift that left knee off of the earth. Again, runner's lunge. From here, take that deep breath in, use your core strength, rise up slowly into crescent lunge. Your right knee is bent 90 degrees. Try not to overarch through the slow back. Instead, use your core strength. Maintain that body alignment parallel to the front side of the room. And you soften the shoulders down away from the ears. We're going for that twist next. Take another breath in. Exhale, left hand reaches in front, right hand extends to the back side of the room. Both arms in line with the shoulders. Continue to breathe, nice and steady. One more breath in, exhale. Left hand to the inside of that right foot down to the mat. Right fingertips lifted up towards the sky. Let your neck rest in a neutral position as your eyes gaze over towards the right. Open your heart to this side of the room. One more deep breath in and then exhale. Right hand comes to frame that front right foot. Make sure both palms of the hands are into the mat. Gather up that core strength to slowly lift that right leg off the mat. Inhale. Right leg up towards the sky for three-legged dog. And then let's go into the hips play. Draw that right palm of the foot over towards your left hip. Lift that right knee up towards the sky. Your eyes are looking out underneath that right shoulder. One more breath. And then gently unwind to three-legged dog. Set that right foot down for down dog. Inhale, find high plank, or again that plank variation. Leaning that plank slightly forward. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, dog. Exhale, down dog. One more time. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose, and when you're ready, exhale, step the feet up to meet the hands. Forward fold. Let yourself release and relax here. Keep the crown of the head reaching towards the earth. Belly is resting on the thighs. And try not to let the upper body fall out. Keep the shoulders just gently drawn away from the ears. Maybe rotate through the wrists clockwise. And then counterclockwise. If you would like to take that bind that we took at the beginning of our practice, you're welcome to do so by bringing the chest to rest on the thighs, wrapping the forearms around the backs of the calves, and then inhaling to lift the hips a little higher. If you'd like to take a different bind, you're welcome to stay here in forward fold, but then sweep the fingertips up towards the sky and hold the fist with the palms of the hands, and then exhale, extend that fist towards the sky. Just allow yourself this time to find what feels good in your body today. And then whenever you're ready, go ahead and release whatever bind that you may have. All 10 fingers come in front of the toes. Inhale, halfway lift, nice strong flat back. The crown of the head reaches to the front, hips press towards the back. Breathe in through the nose, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reverse swan dive. Sweep the fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, Tadasana. We're going to move through some more balance work here to finish out our flow before we move into the cool down of our practice. So we're going to work into dancers today. Since we worked a little bit more into our core strength, we're going to work into those balances next. Whenever you're ready, press the palms of the hands up towards the sky. Release the arms in line with the shoulders. And then from here, rotate that left arm towards the back side of the room. Inhale, sweep that left hand up towards the sky. Exhale, rotate it behind you. Inhale, sweep it forward, just gently opening up through that shoulder blade. One last time. Then we inhale, sweep that left hand up towards the sky. Exhale, bend that elbow in towards that hip crease. You're going to shift your weight over to that standing opposite leg. It should be your right leg here. Inhale, let's lift that left leg directly behind you, coming into a quad stretch. Bring the knees to touch the inner sole, or your left thumb is to the inner sole of your left foot. And you can stay here and just enjoy this quad stretch. Breathe in through the nose. And then exhale, set that foot down onto the mat. Bring both hands to heart center. We're going to take that stretch to the other side before we move into that balance. Inhale, press both palms of the hands back up overhead. Open the biceps in line with the ears. Exhale, rotate your right arm behind you. Inhale, sweep it forward. Exhale, rotate behind. Inhale, forward. Nice big circles here. And when you're ready, inhale, sweep both fingertips towards the sky. Exhale, right elbow bends into right hip crease. That left palm of the hand stays lifted towards the sky. Shift your weight over to that standing left foot. Inhale, lift your right leg 90 degrees behind you. Bring the knees to touch. Zip the legs together. Stay up, standing tall here. Use your core to maintain your balance. And then when you're ready, gently set that palm of the foot down onto the mat. Hands come to heart center. We're going to work into the next step into dancers now. If you prefer, you can always just stay in those quad stretches. When you're ready, inhale, press both palms of the hands up towards the sky. Release the arms in line with the shoulders. Exhale, bend left elbow into left hip crease. Press that right palm of the hand to face the front side of the room. Shift your weight over to that standing right leg. Inhale, lift that left leg again, coming into that quad stretch to start. Make sure both knees are coming to touch. Your thumb is in line with that left big toe to the inner sole of the foot. From here, take a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, gently kick that left palm of the foot up towards the sky. Release that right arm in line with right shoulder. And you're lifting the right or left toes all the way up towards the ceiling here. So I'm going to go for a different angle so you can see what it is that we're doing with dancers. And again, if you prefer, you can always just stay here in this quad stretch, or using your core strength, using your breath, slowly come into your balance. Whenever you're ready, slowly lift up with control into that quad stretch. Bring hands to heart center, set that palm of the foot down onto the mat. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale it out. We're going to take that to the other side now. So whenever you're ready, inhale, press the palms of the hands together up overhead. Open the arms in line with the shoulders. Exhale, bring that opposite elbow to bend into that hip crease, or the crease of the hip or waist. Bring that left palm of the hand to face the front side of the room. Shift your weight over to that opposite standing leg. Inhale, lift up into your quad stretch on the other side. Beautiful job. And you're always welcome to stay here. Just enjoy that quad stretch. Or whenever you're ready, take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, gently release that right arm in, or left arm in line with left shoulder. Lift your right toes up towards the sky here. And again, if you find yourself coming out of this balance, take your time, move with control to come back into your dancers. Make sure you're using your core strength to maintain your balance here. Lift those right toes all the way up towards the sky. Find all that energy pouring forth from your heart. And then whenever you're ready, inhale, slowly lifting up with control into that quad stretch. Exhale, set the foot down towards the neck. Bring your hands to heart center. Take a moment, breathe in through the nose, exhale it out through the nose. When you're ready, inhale, press the palms of the hands up towards the sky, and exhale, swan back down, forward fold. Have a deep curve in that low back here. Make sure you're really letting that belly rest on the thighs to ease some tension out of that low back. If you felt any tension at all in that balancing pose, you're the answer today. Awesome work, guys. And then whenever you're ready from here, plant all 10 fingertips in towards the mat. Walk, step, or float feet away. High plank. Inhale, lean your plank forward. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, front dog. And exhale, down dog. Let's take another half series. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, maybe release that breath out through the mouth. Release some heat. Breathe in through the nose. Another cleansing breath out through the mouth. One more time, deep breath in through the nose. And as you exhale through the mouth, release the knees down to the width of the mat. Big toes touch. Hips press back towards the heels. Wide stance, child's pose. And let yourself breathe here. Awesome work today, guys. You can continue to take those cleansing breaths, breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth if you'd like to release some heat. Or you can always return back to that breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then whenever you're ready from here, let's inhale, lift the hips off of the heels. Find your tabletop position one more time. And from here, you're welcome to take a few rounds of cows and cats. If you prefer, maybe rotate the hips clockwise and counterclockwise, or shake the tail from side to side. Just let yourself loosen up. Let yourself find whatever organic movement you would like to today in your body, whatever helps you to release that tension in your spinal column, whatever helps you to let go and release here. And then whenever you're ready, we're all going to meet in our tabletop position. Beautiful job, everyone. Point the toes in towards the mat. Inhale, lift the hips one last time. One more down dog. We're going to work into our pigeons next, moving into the cool down of our practice. Whenever you're ready, let's inhale. Lift that left leg up towards the sky for three-legged dog. Exhale, bring left knee to the nose. Set that left knee down onto the mat, and then your right knee comes down towards the mat. Plant the top of the right foot in towards the earth. Tuck those left toes, starting off tucked in towards that right hip crease. You're resting on the palms of the hands, let shoulders width apart. Make sure you're not rolling over into that left hip. You're directly in the center of your hips here. If you would like to increase the mobility of this left hip flexor, you can work to slowly bring that left shin a little bit more parallel to the front edge of your mat. Readjust, make sure you're centered, and then when you're ready, gently exhale down onto the mat. Reach those fingertips to the front side of your mat for your sleeping pigeon. Let your forehead rest on the mat, and same thing here. Try not to roll over into that left hip. You're directly in the center of both of your hip bones. You just let yourself breathe. If you prefer, you can also stack two palms of the hands together. Maybe let the chin rest there, or the forehead rest there. You just allow yourself this time to open up through that hip. To enjoy your sleeping pigeon, to start to cool down our practice. You should feel this stretching out, this left hip flexor, that left IT band. Using some tension out of that leg. Whenever you're ready, let's slowly come back up onto the palms of the hands. The palms of the hands will be about shoulders width apart. Gently rotate the shoulders down the length of the spine. Plant your right toes in towards the mat. To inhale, lift that right leg or right knee off of the mat. Inhale, lift the left knee off, and then we lift left leg up towards the sky for another three-legged dog. Exhale, down, down dog. Let's take that to the other side now. Grip the mat with all 10 fingers. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky for three-legged dog. As you exhale, draw right knee in towards the nose. Set the right foot in towards that left hip crease. Left knee comes down towards the mat. Top of the left foot plants into towards the earth. This is a great place to be for your pigeon today, with those toes tucked in towards that left hip crease. You're lifted slightly off of the mat, but your weight is in between both hip bones. You're not rolling over into that right hip. And again, if you would like to work into increasing that mobility of that right hip flexor, you can slowly bring to wiggle that right shin a little bit more parallel to the front edge of your mat. Just finding that point of just a little bit of tension, and then gently exhaling down onto the forearms, maybe reaching the fingertips towards the front side of the room, or you can stack the arms or stack the fists. Beautiful job. Even here, try to avoid rounding out through the shoulders. I want you to think about letting the shoulders just relax down away from the ears, letting yourself melt into the earth, and finding that deep hip opener on the right side of the body this time. Letting yourself soften and release here. And then when you're ready, slowly inhale to walk back up onto the palms of the hands. The palms of the hands are shoulders width apart. Let's plant our left toes in towards the mat. Inhale, lift that left knee off the mat. Gather up that core strength. Inhale, lift the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. Our last down dog here, you got it. We're gonna turn down dog into dolphin before we make our way all the way down into the mat. So from here, make sure your balls of the feet are planted in towards the mat. You're gripping the mat with all 10 fingers. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale, bend through the knees to allow yourself to gently release the forearms down towards the mat. Once the forearms are down towards the mat, you need to maintain this bend in the knees for your baby dolphin. Maintaining that inverted V shape, or you can inhale, gently extend through the legs. Lift the hips back up towards the sky for your full dolphin. The crown of the head is floating about ½ an inch off of the mat. Find that lift through the shoulders. Enjoying that open heart. A little bit of a hamstring stretch through the legs. Take another deep breath in through the nose, and then exhale. Slowly bend through the knees, releasing the knees all the way down towards the mat. Bring big toes to touch. Exhale, extend the hips towards the heels, child's pose. Beautiful job. And maybe let that forehead gently roll to the left, roll to the right, massaging out the center of your mind here, easing some tension out of our face, out of our forehead, out of our mind as well. If your shoulders are tight, you can also turn this into embryo instead by bringing the hands towards the heels. And let yourself breathe. Whenever you're ready, we're all going to bring our fingertips back to the front side of the room. This time, bring your chin gently on towards the mat so your eyes are drawn forward. Plant the fingertips in towards the mat to lift the palms of the hands off, lift the elbows slightly off of the earth. Take a deep breath in through the nose. As you exhale, walk the fingertips over towards the left. Press your hips over towards the right for a side body stretch on that right hand side. Breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. And then inhale, walk the hands to the center. And then all the way over towards the right. Press your hips over towards the left, stretching it out across the left side of your body this time. Inhale, walk the hands back to the center. Exhale, gently release, slightly down towards the mat. Keep the elbows lifted. And let's go for a threaded needle. Inhale, lift your right arm up towards the sky. Open in your heart to the right side of the room. Exhale, thread right arm underneath left shoulder. You let your right shoulder come down onto the mat. Maybe lift the hips off of the heels. If you would like to add a little bit more of your own body weight, a little bit more resistance into the shoulder opener. The right cheek's resting on the mat, the right hand's hooked up towards the sky. And as always, if you prefer, you can keep the hips a little lower if that feels better today. Whenever you're ready, gently inhale, unthread that needle, lift right arm up towards the sky. Exhale, right hand down to the center, and then let's take it to the other side. Inhale, lift your left arm to the sky, open your heart to the left side of the room. Exhale, thread left arm underneath right shoulder. Left temple comes to rest on the mat. You can lift the hips slightly off, or you can keep the hips a little lower. Whenever you're ready, inhale, unthread the needle, lift the left hand back up to the sky. Exhale, center child's pose. From here, slowly walk the hands towards the knees to help you come up to a seated hero's pose. The hips stay resting on the heels. Bring the inner thighs to touch. Let the palms of the hands rest on the inner thighs here. The upper body is lifted to the front side of the room. Maybe take a moment and breathe in through the nose. Exhale, tuck the chin towards the chest. And then inhale, lift the chin away from the chest. Exhale, chin to chest. And then inhale, chin away from the chest. And then exhale, chin to a neutral position. From here, gently release your hands to the width of the hips. Extend the legs down the length of the mat. Let your sit bones find that connection to the mat here. Maybe bring the toes to flex, use some tension out of the ankles, point through the toes, and then one more inhale to flex. Let your palms of the hands rest down by the hips, and then we inhale, sweep the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, hinging just through the hips, gently release into your seated forward fold. Fingertips, don't have to worry about going towards the toes. Maybe it feels better to reach for the ankles or shins today. Think about maintaining a micro bend in the elbows, so that way you can maintain that broad chest, that open heart. Breathe in to lengthen, exhale to get a little deeper. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to fold. One more inhale to lengthen, exhale, enjoy that forward fold. 2 breath cycles here. And when you're ready, inhale, sweep the fingertips up towards the sky. And exhale, gently rotate, roll down 1 vertebra at a time until the entire spinal column is resting on the mat. Point the toes away from the belly button, reach the fingertips away from the crown of the head, full body stretch. Breathe in through the nose to lengthen, exhale, soften shoulders away from the ears. Inhale to lengthen, and then exhale, bring your hands down to frame the width of your hips. From here, let's bend the knees, let the palms of the feet come onto the mat, about hips width distance apart. Gently rotate the shoulder blades together so that way your upper back is flushed into the mat. Palms of the hands are framing the width of your hips. Take a deep breath in through the nose to slowly lift the hips off of the mat, squeezing through the glutes, finding your bridge pose. Let your shoulders support your weight here. Chin is gently lifted away from the chest. There is no tension in the neck, no tension in the low back. Instead, squeeze to the glutes to enjoy the stretch. Another breath in through the nose. And exhale, soften the seat down towards the mat. From here, inhale, bring both knees in towards the chest. Maybe gently sway to the right, and then sway to the left. One more time to the right, and then to the left. And when you're ready, bring all 10 fingers, hand and legs underneath your left kneecap. Exhale, extend the right leg down towards the mat. Inhale, draw right knee a little, or left knee a little closer in towards the heart. Inhale, lift the right arm up towards the sky. Place right hand on the outer edge of your left knee. Guide that knee over towards the right. Let your left arm open in line with your shoulders. Open, draw your eyes over opposite of the knee. And your spinal twist. Letting the shoulder blades maintain that connection to the mat. And then inhale, bring left knee back to the center for half wind relieving pose. Exhale, left leg down the length of the mat. Inhale, right knee in towards the heart. All 10 fingers are an inch underneath that right kneecap. Inhale, lift left hand to the sky. Place the left palm of the hand on the outer edge of your right knee. Guide that right knee over towards the left. Open your right arm in line with your shoulders. Let your eyes fall over to the right, opposite of your knees. If you would like to, you can start to close in the eyes. Let yourself relax and release in these final moments of our practice. From From here, inhale, come back to the center, halfway relieving pose. And then exhale, release that right leg all the way down the length of your mat. Release that tension out of the legs. Release that tension out of the shoulders. Bring you to supine position. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and start to close down the eyes. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, sigh that breath away. With every exhale, you let go of a little bit more tension. And you let the shoulders relax and melt into the earth. Maybe letting yourself just release into the mat. You unfurl the brows. Maybe you've been relaxing that tension out of the jaw. Nice deep breaths in. Gentle exhales out. And just start to let that sensation drift on your fingertips and toes. And maybe start to let your thoughts drift out of the mind as well. So very special. Try not to focus on any one thing here. Wish I was special. Let your thoughts simply pass by like clouds floating in the sky. As you create that blank canvas, making your way into Shavasana today. Finding this meditative state, the end of your practice, where nothing else exists but you and your breath. Allow yourself this time to find a little bit more peace and light in your heart. Times we're small and high in space, we're here a million miles away. Times we're small. There's things that we're I knew. There's no thing I'd keep from you. It's a dark and shiny place, but with you, my dear, I'm safe and we're a million miles away. But with you, my dear, I'm safe and we're a million miles away. After you're ready, you can begin to wiggle the fingertips, wiggle the toes, bringing that life and sensation slowly back in to the physical being, gently awakening through the mind. And just allow yourself this time to breathe and enjoy the end of your practice, slowly making your way out of Shavasana. Whenever you feel ready, you can allow yourself to roll over onto one side of the mat. Maybe let the head rest in the crook of an elbow. You awaken here. Breathing in these final moments of peace and ease. So then whenever you're ready, go ahead and make your way into an easy seated position. One leg crossed on top of the other. Let your sit bones root into the mat. And here we'll inhale, scoop the fingertips up towards the sky. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Thank you so much for sharing in your practice with me this evening. It was a blessing to see each and every single one of you on the mat, and all that is full of that love and light within me recognizes and honors all that is full of that love and light within you. Namaste. Thank you guys for a lovely practice. I hope I see you guys again on the mat sometime soon, and enjoy the rest of your evening.